We should be quite satisfied with the way the Indian economy has responded to the global uncertainties this year and the tariff-related developments as well. The direct tax relief given in the budget on February 1st, the direct tax simplification that was done in the summer months, and more recently the goods and services tax reductions and process improvements all have combined to improve the economic growth prospects for this year to near or around 7% in real terms for FY26. When we wrote the economic survey in February, we thought growth will be in the range of 6.3 to 6.8% in real terms. And then when the tariff developments hit us, we thought it will be even closer to 6%. But the resilience of the economy, the timely policy measures taken to boost demand have actually placed us in a very comfortable position. And if you look at the central bank actions, the fact that inflation, food prices inflation and overall inflation both have been trending quite low, and that has made the central bank not only drop interest rates. Many of you may be looking at the bank credit statistics alone and thinking that India's bank credit growth has slowed down. But since we are in a symposium related to the blue economy and financing, I have to point out that some of you may be familiar with the RBI's Handbook of Statistics. Table 63 in the Handbook of Statistics is a table that gives you the total picture of resources mobilized in the Indian economy for the commercial sector. That total resource mobilization sum has grown at an annual rate of 28.5% every year in the last 6 years. It includes bank funding, NBFC funding, commercial paper, bond issuance, private debt placement, equity market activity, etc. So if you take the entire spectrum of capital markets and the banking system and the non-banking system, resource availability is very ample as far as the Indian economy and the investment needs are concerned. When I look at the challenges that the sector faces, it is very familiar, whether it is sourcing of raw materials, particularly steel, infrastructure gaps, the talent and technology gap that exists not commensurate with the aspirations we have, and the cost disadvantages. Some of the Indian ports themselves, such as Jawaharlal Nehru Port or JNPT Port, the kind of standards it has set in terms of the turnaround time, the unloading and loading speed, the customs formalities, inspection procedures, etc., have to become the national standard and the benchmark for every other port. When it comes to financing, the Government of India has not been squeamish. We are at a very important inflection point in the world. In the next 20 years, both geopolitics and geoeconomics will not be the same as it was in the last 40 years, when it was marked by predictability, globalization, more integration. In contrast, the next 20 years will be marked by more fragmentation and less integration, less predictability, and more of a battle for market share, because the market pie itself will not be growing as fast as it did in the last 40 years. Therefore, when the rising tide will not be lifting all boats, the boats that are well prepared and well equipped, and this is an apt analogy for a maritime conference, the boats that are well equipped and well prepared will be the ones that will be able to navigate not the rising tide but also the volatile waves. And it will be our endeavor from the Government of India to continue to adhere to fiscal prudence, fiscal stability, low inflation, and therefore low borrowing costs for the industry as well. In fact, many of you may know that this year alone, India has received 3 credit rating upgrades. Standard & Poor upgraded India from BBB minus to BBB. DBRS upgraded us from BBB to BBB plus, and R&I rating in Japan upgraded us also from BBB to BBB plus. If we stay on this track, we will then soon move into the single A status, and that will bring down the cost of capital even more significantly, and that is the very big contribution that Government of India can and will make to shipping industry and to the entire industry as well.